Good morning students, welcome back in the next video of bio students. So I am going to start chapter number 3 for the second unit test, that is the cell, and I am going to teach you about the discovery of cells, variation in cells, parts of cells, the structure of a typical cell and the comparison of animal and plant cells. So all living organisms from the smallest to the largest are made up of the cells. So what is cell? It is a basic structural and functional unit of life. Means all the organisms are made up of the cells. From a microorganism, microorganisms means, or the microscopic organisms means, the organisms which we cannot see from our naked eye but we can see under the microscope. Some of the microorganisms are bacteria and amoeba, to the large organisms such as the elephants and the gigantic trees, all are made up of the cells. Some like amoeba. Amoeba is a single cell or the unicellular organism. Unicellular means made up of the single cell, consists of only one cell, and they are known as the unicellular, while others such as the human beings are made up of million of cells known as the multicellular. So students, what is the basic difference between unicellular and multicellular? Unicellular means the organisms which are made up of only one cell, such as amoeba or the bacteria, and the multicellular are the organisms which are made up of many cells. Many means it can be millions also, such as human beings, cat, dogs, they are the multicellular. Now we will discuss about the discovery of cells, means who discovered the cell. Robert Hooke, an English scientist in 1665, was the first person who discovered or observed cells under a microscope. He studied a thin slice of cork. Cork, you know, it is the made of the barks of the trees also, under his self-made microscope. Microscope is actually a type of lens which increase the size of the thing which we see under it, and observe box-like compartment resembling a honeycomb. He coined the term cells for these compartments. The cells he observed were actually the dead cells. Cork is made up of the dead cells only. With the invention of compound microscope and by the advanced techniques, now scientists could find the finer structure of cell under the high magnification. So what Robert Hooke had discovered under his own made, a self-made microscope, is the dead cells of the cork, and they resemble the honeycomb. Honeycomb, you have seen, these are the means the hives of the honey bees. Cells in living organism can be compared to the brick in the building. For example, you have seen how buildings are made up of the bricks. Same, our body is made up of the cell. So cell is the basic unit of living organisms, means all the living creatures are made up of the cells. Now come to this table, important contribution of some biologists. In 1665, Robert Hooke, what he observed, dead cells of cork under a simple self-made microscope and named or termed it as cells. Then in 1674, Leeuwenhoek used an improved microscope and studied unicellular organism. Unicellular means single-celled organisms. Then in 1831, Robert Brown discovered nucleus in the plant cells. Nucleus means it consists of the DNA or RNA. Mostly all the cells have the nucleus. In 1838, Sheldon and the Chevron together they gave the cell theory, a theory for the cells. According to this, the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of life, and all cells arise from the pre-existing cell only. Means cell are made up of the parent cell only, and one cell made up from the parent is known as the daughter cell, which you will study in the higher classes. So you have to know the names of the biologist or the scientist who discover or get the new things about the cell. Then variation in cells. So variation means differentiation in cells. So cells, number of cells in an organism is generally related to its size. Smaller the organism, lesser the number of the cell. For example, if we talk about the rat, so rat has less cells as compared to the elephant. Larger the organism, more the number of the cells. Now we will discuss about the unicellular and multicellular, which I already told you. Organisms like amoeba, paramecium, these all are the unicellular, means made up of the single cell, and the single cell perform all the important function like it captures and digests the food, respire, excrete and reproduce. Means inside the single cell all the things happen. Now we will compare how multicellular, they are made up of the few thousand to the million of cells. For example, a sponge has a few thousand cells, while large organisms like whales or human have billion of cells, and they have specialized organs. Means if we talk about the respiratory system, it is made up of the lungs or the alveoli or bronchi. So lungs are made up of specialized cells, bronchi made up of the specialized cells, means all cells made the organs. And for excretion we have the excretory system. For circulatory system we have the heart, blood vessels. But in unicellular everything is done by the single cell only. Hope you have understand between the unicellular and multi. Uni means one and cellular means cells, and multi means many. Cellular means the cells. Now shape of the cells. Cells can be of different shapes according to their function. For example, amoeba. Amoeba don't have a particular shape. Its projection called pseudopodia. These are the pseudopodia, means the false leg. When amoeba want to move, it do not have any legs, so it make the pseudopodia. For example, I will show you. This is the shape of an amoeba. Amoeba is without any shape. Now it see the food here, so it want to reach here, so it make the pseudopodia near the food. Means to reach the food, it make the pseudopodia which capture the food. Now we come to the white blood cells. They are also irregular in shape, and they help to change their shape, become thinner and squeeze out in the blood capillaries. Blood capillaries, you have already know, capillary is the bridge between the veins and the arteries, and very thin, which reach inside the cells. Then muscle cells. Muscle cells are cylindrical or spindle shape. This is a spindle shape, means elongated or tapering at the end, and they help to make bundles and give them strength to move together. And nerve cells, they have a star shaped body and have long axon to receive and transfer messages. Means it is controlled by the brain and the spinal cord, and it relay message to the different body parts. These all are the basic concept which you will study in higher classes. So amoeba, single cell without any shape, and it has a single cell which can do all the activities. White blood cells are irregular and they can change their shape because they have to squeeze inside the cells. Then muscle cells are cylindrical spindles, so that they can make the bundles and give strength for the movement. These are the nerve cells which are the star shaped. Size of the cells can vary from very small to very large, and for example, small cells like bacteria, they have 0.1 micron. Micron is used to measure very small things. Micron, it is written like U. Then cells of plants and animal can be 10 micron to 100 micron. Nerve cells will be 1 millimeter to 40 millimeter. Eggs of birds are large. The largest cell of an ostrich egg measuring 170 millimeter to 130 millimeter. Yani 170 millimeter is to 130 millimeter. For example, egg is also a cell. When you break the egg, you can see the yellow part is known as the yolk, and this white part is known as the albumin. Cytoplasm and nucleus are present in the yolk part of the egg. And one important thing, students, size of a cell is not depend on the size of a plant or animal. Size of a cell is related to its function. For example, nerve cell of a rat and nerve cell of an elephant can be of the same size. So size can be same in bigger or the smaller organism. So now you have to study these topics.